Good evening, everybody. I am Dadbod. Tonight, we are excited to finally bring some news about the 2020 collab. Not going to say the full name. I don't want any of you guys to give me crap about it. Oh, are you ready to see it? Because I'm ready to see it. This has been just an enormous project. I don't think anybody knew how long this was going to take us at the end of the day. So let's dig in and talk about this a little bit. All right, so you already know that there are a ton of maps in this collab, like an insane amount. So we had to make a really cool way of accessing all of them. So meet the very first lobby. This is the beginner lobby. It is big. It is very big. Within this lobby, you find every single map that is categorized as beginner, obviously, and everything can be accessed through here. Just, oh, looking at it finally, like at the level that it's at, is just, it's amazing. So it's really neat. When you get to a certain area, you can see that these areas are decorated just like the player's maps, as you're about to see. When we interact with this, it actually will open up, and you can see the name is Thoughtful Dreams by Issa Goodfriend. Shout out to Issa. And then there's a little meter on the right-hand side there to indicate what level of difficulty it is within that difficulty. Because we know that there's going to be maps that are beginner maps, but some are on the higher end of it, some are on the lower end of it, and as we move up in the difficulty, that stays true. So to kind of help you, if you are an intermediate player and you're starting to move into advanced, you don't want to start at the very most advanced map that we have. You would start at kind of the beginner level and work your way to it. We have all of that implemented, and it's really awesome. So let's check out what happens when you enter a map. So once we're in, we have what we call an intro room. Every single map gets an intro room, and you will see in a little bit why. So we're going to beat this really quick. Oh, and we're done. Do you think I was going to show you gameplay just yet? Nah. We'll leave that for a later date, maybe. But you've noticed something very different. This heart is kind of small. A little small boy. Still interacts the same. Let me introduce you to the mini heart. So collecting this, ooh, that is a satisfying sound. All right, so we are back. And you can see now when we interact with this that the heart is there. You can see how many deaths, how many strawberries. But that would be really annoying if you had to go back here every single time you just wanted to look at the stats for a level. So let me show you what we did. So as you're playing, you're going to come across a whole bunch of these scattered throughout the lobby. This makes things so much easier. Instead of going to every single room to look up your stats, we can just interact with this, and it opens up Madeline's journal. So we can see here every stat that you would need. So the names of all the maps, obviously that's important. Well, you can't see those right now. I can see them. Those are still secret. Whether or not we've gotten a heart, which in other words, if you've completed the map, how many berries you've collected against how many are available, the total deaths in each map, the lowest death count that you have per one run. So if you can beat it deathless, you might be able to determine what happens then, and then your fastest time in a single run. Really, really awesome. The other really cool thing about this, once you've beaten a map and we go back in, something happens. So we have two new collectibles that we see that are available. We have the silver berry, which, as you may have guessed, this replaces the golden strawberry for the map. There's not going to be a golden strawberry available, mainly because getting a golden strawberry on this entire thing would be really difficult. Even for the beginner maps, there's just so many of them. So we implemented a silver berry to be collected, and it actually allows you to, once you've beaten this without dying, you collect the silver berry, and it just goes into your additional collectibles there. So there's a lot of extra collectibles. The other thing that we see here is a different type of berry, and that is the speed berry. You saw this in, in a trailer we did a couple of months ago. So every single map is going to have its own speed berry time. And this is really cool. So in the top corner, you can see for the gold time, 50 seconds. And as soon as we move into the next room, that timer goes. So obviously once the gold time has gone away, the silver time kicks in. Once the silver time goes away, the bronze time kicks in. Once the bronze time goes away, you die and start over at the very beginning. The next thing we got to talk about is the pause menu. We have implemented a couple of new things, as you can see. So if you're just not doing so hot with the speed berry and you want to restart, we restart the speed berry. If you just want to make it back to the lobby, we've implemented a return for that too. Pretty awesome, huh? So I'd like to show you guys just a few more things before we wrap this up. As you can tell by now, there is a lot more than what people expected. A lot more than what we, I think, originally expected in all of this. But one of the things that I think is going to help the most, we understand that a lot of people are going to be playing this who are very comfortable with mods. But we also want people who've never played mods to be able to get into this and not be intimidated. We know that a lot of the modding scene has some pretty tough maps, and that's why we decided to have different chapters that feature different difficulties, so it could be appealing to pretty much everyone. But let's say that you've conquered beginner, you've conquered intermediate, or maybe you've even conquered the advanced, and you're moving on to expert. But there's just some tech in here that you have no idea how to do. Well, we thought about that, and instead of teaching mechanics early in maps, which we still kind of do, we created a gym. And the gym is meant to show off all the tech that is required for all the maps that you're going to do in this level of difficulty. So you can practice them as much as you want, and there will be detailed instructions on how to perform those. And you'll be able to actually see those and implement it into your gameplay as you are playing through this collab. One of the really neat things that I think we've put together to make this as inviting and as unintimidating as possible, because I understand, yes, there are going to be some maps in here that are very intimidating. You can definitely count on that. Just wait till we get to the, well, we'll save that for later. Actually, should we take a look at the gym? Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's hop into this and see what it looks like. So what's really awesome about any of these gyms are, as you're going, when you stand in between the two arrows, you can see, the different tech that's required. Anything that we think is a little bit different. So dream jump, dream grab, and fast bubbling. And there's a lot of different ways of doing it. So let's just check out fast bubble for right now. So as soon as we hop in here, we can see while inside the bubble, green or red, press the dash button to make Madeline leave the bubble early. To do this section, you will need to fast bubble. Spikes will come in from the left once you enter the bubble. So you got to go quick. And you can see the boom, 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 boom. So let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. And that's a win. So this is going to be really useful for those of you who are just trying to learn new tech. As you leave a dream block, press jump. This will make Madeline leap out from the block while retaining her dash. And I know that while you guys may know this, there are going to be some people who maybe don't know this tech, and certainly as we get to more advanced stuff, there's definitely going to be some things. Really? Definitely be some things that I think everyone is going to learn. And then finally the dream grab. As you leave a dream block, hold grab in the direction towards the dream block. Try to grab onto the dream block the instant you leave it. When done correctly, Madeline will not die to the spikes in this section. Beautiful. And that's pretty much it. And then from here, we can just as easy go to return to the lobby. So let's go ahead and do that and wrap this up. All right, guys, that is all we have for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. I'm super excited I got to bring this to you. The team is super excited to share this video with you as well. We cannot wait to see your reaction when we bring this to you. It is coming very soon. We're still working out a whole bunch of stuff, but it is definitely on the horizon. It feels so good to actually say it and mean it. But that's all we have. Don't forget, if you're not a member of the channel already, be sure to hit the subscribe button because, I mean, anytime new updates are going to come out, you're going to see it here first on this channel. And then, obviously, all the gameplay will be coming up alongside of that, too. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a great night.